like a bunch of dangerous killers escape, and it's like they're having to like track them down. And I'm like, that could be kind of interesting. Man, this year so far has been such a dumpster fire, hasn't it?
It's
as
been
far
a
as
year.
like the world, it's only been in the first week. So much horrible has happened in the world. Presidents capturing presidents. The whole ICE stuff. Oh.
Yeah.
And then just the normal stuff that, you know, the normal bad. I was talking to Steven, and he was like, "Oh, did you see the video about?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't want to see the video of a woman getting shot in the face. Like, no, no, thank you. No."
I know there's multiple videos.
I don't need to see that. That's all I know. Just knowing it happened is worse. Is bad enough, you know.
Yeah.
I do like. I've been seeing like memes of Joe Carey, who plays Steve, you know, in Stranger Things. How like, oh, he defeated Vecna, he defeated the Mind Flayer, and now he defeated the ultimate big bad, Taylor Swift, because I guess he has a song that dethroned her for like 74 weeks or something like that, something crazy like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, dethroning Taylor Swift is probably more impressive than defeating Vecna. I didn't know he was a singer. But...
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. All the crazy conspiracy people with Stranger Things.
I
Gate.
I still haven't even seen Stranger Things yet.
Oh wow. People, it's called Conformity Gate, and people were looking into like they were finding stuff that they thought were clues that were leading to a secret episode that was gonna happen on the 7th.
I did hear about that, but I did not pay attention to it.
They're like, oh, their graduation outfits were this color, so that means, and blah blah blah, and it's all this and that, and there's no way the Duffer Brothers would make this many mistakes, and it's like, well, I guess they did make some mistakes. Because people were really reading into that stuff. I think I saw it crashed Netflix because so many people logged on at once to see if there was a secret episode. If there was the real finale, you know. Because they were all like, oh no, they didn't really, they're still under Vecta's blah 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 and all this and that, you know, and it's like, no, one, that'd be cool if they did something like that, but no, I don't think Netflix would let them, you know.
You never know.
They would want to promote, you know. Take Stranger Things off my list. I'll wait to talk about that till you get around watching it. I have enough already.
I only have a couple things. I don't have many.
I watched a bunch of movies over the past few weeks. Probably more movies over the past couple weeks than I have in the past couple months. I don't really watch movies all too much. I'd rather find a good show, you know?
Well, I'm ready to start.
I'm good.
All right. Pushing the button in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Geeks for the Win podcast, the podcast where we talk about our weeks as geeks. I'm your host, William, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
And we're back. It's been a while.
Should probably change that to talking about our month as geeks. We tend to do an episode like once a month now.
Yeah, well, I mean, holidays and all that stuff, and hopefully we can start doing more often. But what have you been up to, Stuart?
You know, same old, same old. Continuing getting through books, as that is my life now. I started a couple new series. I'll talk about the first one, called Apocalypse Parenting. As you can kind of guess, it's a system apocalypse kind of a thing, but it is, the main character is a woman and her 3 kids, ages 9, 6, and 3. And similar to Dungeon Crawler Carl, the whole system thing is a reality show for a bunch of aliens. Although she has had, I've only read the first book, and there has been zero interaction with the aliens at all. So don't even know what they're like. But basically, you know, just like all other system apocalypse, basically an EMP just kind of wipes out all technology, and monsters kind of start spawning outside. And everybody, and I do mean everybody, gets the prompt, hey, choose an ability, kind of a thing. And before she can really stop her kids, especially the 3-year-old, chooses to be able to just being a 3-year-old. I want my dolly to talk. Well, now her stuffed turtle is now an AI that actually helps, like figure out, helps the family kind of figure out what the hell is actually going on. What, because otherwise nobody has any clue. It's just things are happening. Nobody knows why. Well, this talking turtle now lets her know. And the turtle lets her also know that after a certain amount of time, everybody is going to be forced, especially those who do nothing at all and just kind of hide in their house, is going to be forced in some event kind of a thing that will force them to act and do something, whether it be combat or whatever. And that doesn't necessarily mean people stay together. It could be a one-on-one battle or whatever, which would suck if, oh no, my 3-year-old is now has a one-on-one battle with this adult. That's bad. So she kind of makes it a point to help her kids, gain levels and actually become stronger. And they do also become stronger, which, hey, kids having super human strength, that could cause issues.
Yep.
So it is very interesting. See how many books are in this series. I don't think there's many. Oh, I had it pulled up. Now I don't. There are 4 books. And I don't know if they're done because the last one came out in August of last year. Oh, and of course, oh, well, where's her husband and all of this? Of course, he was on a business trip when this all happened, because parents can't stay together in these cannot start together in these stories. So, and there's been no point of view from him, so I have no idea what's going on with him. But yeah, first book is called Time to Play. So, yeah. What about you? What have you been up to?
To play. Let's see. What do I want to talk about? I finally watched the Mighty Nine show on Amazon.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched past the initial 3 episodes that they came out with.
Yeah, I waited till it was all out, so I wouldn't get to the point where I forget, you know.
Do what I did? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Um, it it deviates from the source material quite a bit from certain parts. I've noticed.
I did notice there were some things that were like even like setting up like that wasn't like they didn't meet in a tavern like they did
Yeah,
in the show.
exactly. Um, and there's a lot of other little things like that. I'm trying to think. Um, I'm guessing, you know, some of the early stuff was probably from their session zeros that weren't aired.
Maybe I don't know.
Because, you know, like seeing how Jester and Ford met.
From what I remember, like Jester and Ford had like did like this side job for somebody. Like I remember that specifically. Like oh they definitely had a session zero. We didn't see this. They set this up.
Yeah, I think they all had like, you know, like, and Not and Caleb had a session zero where they whatever, and
Stole something
um
probably.
yeah, Yasha, they changed her thing kind of.
Eh, God, do I not remember Yasha's how her story begins. I
She
don't
was
remember
with
it.
she was part of the circus
Right with Molly.
Molly, yeah. I do
Right, I
remember
do remember
that.
that now.
Yeah. The casting, they some of the casting they did is just spot on. Like Ming Na Wen as Dyron, like yes. Yes, I'm here for it. I mean, you put Ming Na Wen in anything and I'm happy, you know. But it's such a good role for her, you know. Being Bo's like mentor and you know,
Yeah.
and training her and all that. It's just so good. Um, there's a lot of other like what's it called? Like little uh roles from people. Let me look up.
Mark Strong as Ikathon. Yeah,
Oh, you do perfect.
definitely.
Yes.
Yep. Uh-huh.
To do. Uh, um, N- Nathan Fillion as the gentleman. Like, come on, come on.
The gentleman. The gentleman. I don't remember the
Jester's
gentleman.
dad,
Oh!
the underground like
He was in the first
mafia boss
season?
type.
Wow.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah. Um, but yeah, him as the gentleman, perfect. Lucy Liu as the Bright Queen, like
Yeah, I was like, oh, Lucy Liu's a person. Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember that. I remember her now. I completely forgot she I haven't seen her in forever.
the last thing I remember she did was that Watson or that Sherlock show.
Yeah. I think that's the last thing I remember hearing that she was
The
in
last
too.
big thing, yeah. Um, who did they get for? I'm very glad they kept Like I'm very glad they kept. Well, I don't think you've gotten to it yet, but Matt's the traveler still.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Which, yes, yes, thank you.
I
Um,
I wish that Jonathan Frakes wasn't only in like one episode,
yeah.
because like I love Jonathan Frakes.
Did you see the what Sam had to say about that?
No.
That he was at a con and Jonathan Franks came up to him and was like, "This Mighty Nine thing is really big. I'm getting a lot of people coming up to me talking to me about like." I saw a
Yeah.
TikTok clip of Sam talking about how he came up to him, telling him, "This thing is really big. I had no idea when I signed up for this." Like, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the pandemic really made it explode.
yeah. Um, I mean, the Mighty Nine was kind of big before the pandemic, right? Or Critical
Yeah.
Role was, but I do, yeah, they did have a even bigger bump because of the pandemic for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, all of D&D did,
Yes.
you know. I don't know if we'd have a D&D move. If I don't know if we'd have that D&D movie we got if it wasn't for the pandemic, you know? Like,
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened.
yeah. I mean, we might have gotten a D&D movie eventually, you know, just because Hollywood will they need any idea, you know.
We
But
had
let's take
a D&D movie.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Jeremy Irons had fun. You can tell. He had
I've heard
fun.
that. Yeah. Um. Oh. Caleb comes into contact with Astrid and uh Ed Wolf like way earlier. Like he comes into contact with them in season 1, which that did
Huh.
not happen for a while in
No,
the campaign, right?
no, it didn't.
Yeah.
It was definitely like the
Like
first half of the campaign for sure.
but like yeah, not like well after they left the city though, the first time, right?
Wasn't after? I thought it happened before.
I but well, I mean and they was was in the campaign was Caleb like Caleb, Astrid, and Ed Wolf were they a threesome?
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay, because they imply that they were like they were a
Okay.
3-person couple, you
Thruple.
know, and stuff, you know, a thruple, and you know, did all kinds of stuff and with each other and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't remember the. I mean, you know,
They could have been.
it
I
doesn't
honestly don't
doesn't bother
know.
me, but I don't
No.
remember this being a thing. I
It
remember him liking Astrid,
Yeah, I
right?
know him and
Yeah,
Astrid were definitely a thing.
yeah, but like they play it heavily, you know. I think that's one of the changes, you know, to kind of make it more, I don't know, spicy or you know,
Woke.
ally friendly, you know,
Yeah.
political or whatever, you know. Um, yeah, there's a lot of changes they made. Some are I'm like, okay, I understand, and some are just like, I don't understand why you did that. Like the Yasha thing, for instance. Like,
Uh I feel like at the beginning Yasha's story was so kind of non-existent.
Yeah,
because she was gone for a lot of it. So I mean, so her side really wasn't that deep until much later.
yeah. See, I won't talk about this, but I did watch. I watched The Help. It's an older movie with Emma Stone. It's set back in like I think like the 50s or 60s, and it's about when like like and it's about like
Okay.
African Americans,
Yeah.
no, like we're housekeepers and all this and that, and um Ashley Johnson just shows up in that movie, and I'm like, whoa, I wasn't expecting you. It wasn't a big part, but she just like showed up, and I'm like, oh, it's Ashley Johnson. um, but yeah, I watched that because I think I'd watched another Emma Stone movie, and I was looking over her stuff, and I'm like, what movies haven't I seen? Oh, well, I've heard this is good. This won awards, right? I think The Help was like a really people really talked about that movie. That was one of those movies people talked about back in
Yeah, and
2011.
in her known for it's one of the four.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It really was. I enjoyed it. But yeah, it's Ashley Johnson showed up just out of nowhere in a random scene, and I was just like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, Mighty Nine pretty good. Sam's voice for Not is a little different than what he did in the campaign. Like it feels a little more produced, you know?
Maybe.
Like it, like he did a voice and then they like tweaked it with like some sort of audio filter or something, it just feels a little produced, but after a little bit I got used to it. But it was a little jarring at first, but yeah, man, the casting so far is so good. I liked it. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to more. Um also I think they kept I think Matt I believe it's Matt um Essick. I think he's still Essick.
I
He was
think
still
so.
Essick.
Yeah.
Which his stuff, that's another big change. Like they introduced him way early and
Yeah.
got into his storyline and stuff like that. Like
Yes, that was definitely
super early.
yeah, because yeah, because they're showing stuff that's not Mighty Nine and that we never saw.
Yeah, like stuff with his
So
mom and
yeah,
yeah.
which we didn't
Which
find
I'm
out
like,
till
okay.
way later.
Yeah. They kind of make him turn out to be more of a like I don't know if they're gonna straight up villainize him or what, but like they were kind of teetering on that in the first season. I'll just I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, which I don't want to see because I liked Essick. Everyone liked Essick,
Everyone liked Tessic.
but but yeah, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I had high expectations because I enjoy the Mighty Nine is my favorite out of all their campaigns for sure.
Oh yeah.
What's another thing you got?
Another thing I got another book series that I read. This one I think you'll really like. Um, called Mage Tank.
Sounds familiar.
Um, dude, hugs a tree going really fast. AKA, he hit a tree and died. In the synopsis, after being killed by a high velocity tree hug, Dude gets teleported to um, basically a room where he can create his character, and he's able to change his appearance, which he really doesn't do, except he adds a couple inches to his height. Um, and like he can assign his stats. And while he's doing that, he gets a prompt saying, "Your party members are done. You have this many minutes to finish." It's like, oh crap, I haven't even gotten gear yet. Like, wait, party members? What the hell is going? What is going on? And he gets dropped into this dungeon with people that he doesn't know, and they don't know each other because they're random people. And it's basically a tutorial dungeon, and he kind of keeps it a secret that he's not even from this world. And yeah, so yeah, he didn't get gear, so he has no armor, no weapons. But he did put all of his points into endurance, so he can take a hit. But he's also got some magic. But also going back to his stats, he actually got a bunch of pre-placed stats based off his previous life. So like he got 14 extra points to put in, and putting all of his all of his new points into endurance gives him an achievement for dumping, which allows anytime one of your stats goes over level 10, you get an extra point in that stat.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is like level 10, he gets an extra point in that stat. Level 11, extra point. Level 12, extra point.
Oh, okay.
So he gets like a bunch of extra points later on, and he just becomes way more powerful than he should be.
Of course.
And the self-proposed leader of the party, chooses the dungeon difficulty as the hardest difficulty, which pisses off a couple other people. And it's really good. Like I'm doing a poor job explaining it, like I always do. It is very funny. The system has some type of asphyxiation with them. Not so much like the AI does with Carl, but definitely treats him differently than everybody else. And yeah, like just like protagonist things keep happening to him. Like at the end of the dungeon, just kind of jumping ahead, the dungeon core becomes his familiar. So now he has what nobody else has ever had as a dungeon core, which can directly talk to the system as his familiar, and knows way more about kind of what's going on in the world than anybody else. Um,
Yeah, I've
And
seen it. I've seen it. It's been recommended to me. So
you would
I
definitely
definitely.
like this. Yeah, this thing, a hilarious isekai adventure, perfect for fans of Dungeon Crawl Carl and Full Murder Hobo, which I think I've seen. Yeah, yeah, I've definitely seen something about that series too.
Yeah, I'll definitely check this out for sure.
But I think you would like Mage Tank. The narrator is Daniel Winanewski. That's how I'm going to choose to pronounce that. Uh, he's very good. He's very funny. Just in like the voices he chooses, and like the inflections he puts on things. Um, I'm looking at like some of the other things. Oh, he did 1% Lifesteal. I didn't remember him. I guess because 1% Lifesteal wasn't a comedy, so it didn't come through. Where this one definitely is a comedy. Um, there are only 3 books out. The fourth book is coming out, I think, in 2 weeks. At least the physical
Oh,
book. I don't know about the audiobook.
probably not for a while because typically, if it is within like Audible has it up, like
It's
they'll at
not
least have a
available
placeholder.
it's not available to pre-order yet. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and they're all 20 plus hour, or well, one's just under 20, but yeah, so there are pretty good length books. I'll definitely check this out. Like I said,
Yeah.
I've been seeing it's been in my like recommended, probably because I'm a fan of Dungeon Crawler Card.
Yes. And the author is Cornman, which is a very interesting uh, name.
I mean, is it any weirder than Casual Farmer or you know?
Casual Farmer makes sense because that series is about farming.
I mean, true, but if the author sticks with just that series, sure. But if the author goes to something totally different, and then
I
uh,
think this is the only thing this author has done.
yeah, it looks like that. Look, according to Audible.
Yeah, I'm looking as good reads. Yeah, it's only this series. What else
Yeah,
have you been up
I got
to?
a lot of books. I got a lot of books I need to read. You know, I think I'm at. I think I completed book 5 of Welcome to the Multiverse.
Okay.
I think 6 is where I need to pick up. Let's see.
See, book 5 ends basically with
The induction.
the induction happening.
Yeah. Yeah. 6. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that I still need to do book 12 of He Who Fights with Monsters.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Which I've heard he's about to start writing again.
I saw his update. Yeah, I saw people in the different like lit RPG Facebook groups posts that were like, "Oh my God, there's an update. He's gonna start writing." Like, so that's good. Yeah, there's a few others that I've been wanting to like, yeah, listen to, and also the second, what is it, the second season or this book 2 of the immersion tunnel for the
Mm.
Dungeon Crawler Carl has started with the first episode, or the first episode of that's out, which I think is like the first 2 hours or so, and that's free. So they always give the first one free, which is like,
Giving you just a taste.
yeah. But I mean, it's a good chunk too. Like episode 1 of season 1 was 3 hours long, and this one's 2. So it's not like you know, it's a lot more than the 5 minutes Audible gives you, which half of it's like Audible presents blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But
This is
okay,
Audible.
my next thing, I'm gonna let you pick an older movie or a new movie.
Feel old.
Okay. I finally watched a movie that, like, for some reason I just never got around to watching, and it's like listed, like it's like one of the typical like guy movies, like, you know, you'll ask someone what their favorite movie is, and it'll be one of the answers. Um, it's not The Godfather. It's the other one that
I've never
people.
seen The Godfather.
It's the other one that people say, and that's Shawshank Redemption.
I've never seen Shawshank Redemption either.
Okay, well, I don't feel as bad. It's pretty good. I quite enjoyed it. Um, it was a little different than what I thought, because I thought there was, basically the main character, he gets he he goes to jail for killing his wife and his wife's lover. And he says he didn't do it, and it's always, and it's the like, oh yeah, there's not an innocent man in Shawshank, like they make that joke. And it's basically just like him living through being incarcerated, and this is like back in, like, was it the like 40s or 50s, something like that, like way back then,
Yeah.
maybe even 30s. But and honestly, like, not to spoil too much, but because I would suggest checking out. There's not as much like Prison Break stuff as I thought. I thought that whole movie was going to be based around like him trying to break
Uh,
out of prison.
I know he digs a way out of a tunnel with a spoon in the wall. I know that.
Kind of, kind of, kind of an afterthought. Kind of just happens in the background. Like off screen. All that stuff happened.
And like hides in the hole with a poster.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
it's more just about him
that's
getting.
referenced in all comedies.
Yeah, it's mostly just about him spending like 20 years in the prison, and getting acclimated, where he ends up like helping the wardens, and everyone do their taxes, because he was a finance guy, and him doing other stuff, and just in the whole, like, which I thought the main thing behind it as an outsider was the whole prison break, but no, that's like that's barely even part of the movie. It happens, but like They don't really focus too much on that, you know. Morgan Freeman is super young in this. I mean, compared to, you know,
Oh yeah.
he's still, he's still like what 50 or 60 or but yeah, definitely, definitely kind of like whoa, that's a much younger Morgan Freeman. Um, but yeah, it's good. I wouldn't put it as like I wouldn't. I mean, maybe it's because it's been hyped up so much, and like I said, this Godfather and Scarface are like the three movies every typical male says is like their favorite.
I've seen Scarface
Yeah.
once.
Um, but it's good. Yeah, I definitely would recommend, if you haven't seen it, checking it out for sure.
We were talking at one point about all the Stephen King adaptations. Here's one,
Oh yeah, yeah.
which until looking this up, didn't know it was Stephen King. Didn't
Didn't
know it
know
was a
either.
book.
Yeah. I knew it was a book. I just didn't know it was a Stephen King book. But like, yeah, it's crazy. I'm just finding myself like watching things and just being like, oh, of course, Stephen King. It's a Stephen King adaptation. Oh yeah, of course. And it's like the, man, he just has written so many different things. Like not even like same genre, but just like sci-fi or
Oh
period
yeah,
pieces
this isn't
or
horror.
horror or yeah,
Like
which I've always
he's
associated
known
him
as
with
horror.
horror for yeah, but like apparently no, there's so much, you know.
I know Dark Tower isn't really horror. I know that's just more fantasy.
Yeah. Like I think when we were last talking about it, I was because the I was watching Haven, which was a sci-fi
Mm-hmm.
channel show, and that was an adaptation of a book, a Stephen King book.
That yes, that I knew.
What was it? It was the Colorado Kid. And there's just so many, and I'm just like, man, how is he like found the time to like, man, talk about the opposite of like a George R. R. Martin.
Yes, which you've seen like it was on some stage or whatever where it was both George R. R. Martin and Stephen King, and George R. says, "How the hell do you write so much?
Yeah, I've seen, yeah, definitely. It's like, you actually sit down and write. Like,
You write more than one word a month."
right? He still hasn't finished the Game of Thrones books, has he?
Like how long has that latest book?
I mean, how long has the show been over with? That's, you know.
Yeah, last book came out in 2011.
Wow. So he still hasn't like finished that one book. Wow. I don't because I think the next book in the series isn't even supposed to be the last one, right?
Nope, there's one after that.
Yeah, and it's like, come on now, like the show is over. Like now's your time to give people a good ending to the series.
At this point in time, he probably has to reread his entire series just to remember where he left off
Yeah,
and
probably.
who's who.
I mean, you got the audiobooks for that, you know? But But yeah, it's an older movie that I just was just like, why not? I know everyone has hyped this movie so much that I might, and it, might as well give it. I told Steven and he's like, "Oh my god, you hadn't seen that?" Blah blah blah, like giving me a hard time for it, and then he starts asking me like, "Oh, what did you think of it?" And I'm like, that wasn't in the movie, and he was mixing it up with something else. I'm like, see, you don't even remember the movie fully. Because he was asking me like what'd you think of the lady in the red dress, and I'm like, there
That's the
wasn't a lady in a
Matrix.
red there wasn't a lady in a red dress
That's the
in
Matrix.
this. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, Steven. Um, but yeah. What's something else you got?
Something else I got. A game I've been playing. Um, because Epic gave it away for free. I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy.
I've been meaning to play that. Yeah.
It's pretty good. Um, it's a very good RPG. Um, it definitely reminds me of the stuff I don't like about the Harry Potter universe.
Okay.
Because like
Is there too much Quidditch?
there's none.
Really?
There's
Wow.
no Quidditch, and that I knew going in because like there were a lot of people who were upset that there wasn't, and that's why that Quidditch game was made recently, is
I
because
was
it
about to
wasn't.
say, yeah, they did make a Quidditch game.
Um, the thing I don't like about uh the Harry Potter universe is like, okay, you got Dumbledore. You know, he's this powerful wizard. Why is he more powerful than everybody else? Like, what makes him powerful? Because it seems like what makes a wizard powerful is just knowing powerful spells. That's it.
Yeah.
Like,
And I mean, like, the most powerful spell, the most powerful spells, people know how to do them. They're just like forbidden,
they
like,
just, yeah. It's like,
so like the instant kill spells, like people know how to do them. It's just forbidden.
yeah, there's just,
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like weird inconsistencies if you really get into the Harry Potter world.
yeah. And like the whole thing with this game is like, you are this fifth year student coming into Hogwarts for the first time. Not really explained. Okay, did he dis- discover he was a wizard? You know, way older than everybody else. Why? No idea. It's just like, hey, you're a fifth year coming into Hogwarts. That's unusual. We're ignoring that.
Wow.
I mean, it is a plot point, but it is one that it's just kind of, oh, just so lightly touched on. Um, but like, and oh, you are able to see ancient magic and use ancient magic. I haven't gotten to the why, and I haven't gotten to like what's ancient magic and how is it different than anything else anybody can do. I don't know, because in the playing the game, oh, ancient magic, yeah, you use ancient magic on a person, yeah, that just takes their health all the way down to 0. Well, there's another spell for that in the game. that does the exact same thing, and you don't have to fill up a bar to use it. Actually, I don't know. I haven't gotten to that point of the game where you can learn that spell. Um, but so far though, I am enjoying my time, and like just walking around the world is kind of cool. But damn, that castle is probably the most confusing place ever built. It's like, how does anybody find their way through this damn thing without this breadcrumb trail that I have? Because video game.
Have you found the room of requirement yet?
Yes. Yes, actually that's actually part of the game. You actually do go to the room of requirements, somewhat about a quarter of the way through the game. It's used basically to, oh, this is where you're going to like upgrade your gear and like add stats to your gear, and oh, we're adding Pokemon to this as well. So this is also where you store all your Pokemon.
Okay. That's
Yeah, because
interesting.
you can you get this bag that basically you can use to suck up animals in the game, and then take them back to the room requirements, and then you use basically them to get materials you use to then upgrade your gear.
Hmm.
Um, this I did hear about this. This is supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah,
So
they announced the second one, right?
yeah, this second one's coming out next year, I think, maybe year after. I don't know. Um, you get when you kind of get through the game, you're kind of like, oh, there are these 4 dungeons you got to complete to figure out this thing that we portraits aren't going to tell you about until you've done a dungeon. Well, I've done 2 of the dungeons. So I'm halfway through the game, I guess.
Okay.
Um, I'll look and see how many hours I have. I've put a good chunk.
Yeah, I've seen you on it a bit.
Um, 28, almost 29 hours. So it's good. Um, I do find it funny. Like there's like dialogue options. Like, oh, I, not person that sounds like Harry Potter, because oh my god, the male voice sounds so much like Daniel Radcliffe. It's kind of annoying.
Ah,
Um, like, oh, I lost this thing in the water. Go get it for me. Okay, took me 2 minutes to go get it. Thank good quest. All right, and then you got the option give the thing back, or like, oh, what are you going to give me for it? Kind of a like, oh, I'm going to play the bad guy.
yeah.
You are the nicest dark wizard. like ever. like like oh, you can play as a dark wizard, but you're so nice.
I mean, I guess if you went too dark, you'd get kicked out, and then the game wouldn't be
There,
Hogwarts.
I would say that you cannot be an asshole. There are asshole characters, but your
Oh, of
character is
course,
not one.
yeah.
It's like oh, I'm gonna play as dark wizard, but I'm gonna be nice about it. Oh gosh, gee, Crucio.
Yeah,
Um,
it's one that I definitely plan on playing soon. Cause yeah, they gave it away for free.
gave it away for free. Perfect. Otherwise, I would never play the game.
Nope.
But yeah. What else? What else have you been up to?
I have another Stephen King adaptation. Um, I saw the new Running Man.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
How long has it been since you've seen the original Running Man?
I've never seen the original Running Man.
Okay, it's been a long time since I've seen it. I was wondering like how does it compare?
Yeah, yeah. It's just I've never seen it. Yeah, there's a couple Arnold movies I've never seen that or The Last Action Hero. I played the Last Action Hero game on the Sega Genesis, but I
The
never
Last
saw the
Action Hero is
movie.
definitely one you need to watch. Oh my god, The Last Action
Yeah,
Hero is definitely
I
one to
know.
watch.
I've heard that. I need to see where it's streaming. Yeah. But yeah, Running Man was good. It's a fun action movie. Like the story is kind of like so, you know. Like, oh, my daughter's sick and I need to get medicine for I think it's his daughter. My kid's sick. I need to get medicine. And his wife's like, "Don't you go on that Running Man show." Oh, don't worry, I won't. And then he goes on the Running Man show. Um, after stuff had happened. But pretty good. Michael Cera is a character in it, and he's pretty good in it.
Is he Michael Cera?
Uh, I mean,
Yes.
kinda, but a little different. Like he plays like a character who's like kind of a like stick it to the man, stick it to the corporation. Like they ruined my life because of reasons, and I mean reasons. I don't want to spoil it. That's why I'm just saying reasons, um, and stuff like that. So he's one of those like anti-corporate people, and that's why he ends up helping out the main character. Um, I will say the ending just kind of just ends.
Okay.
Like I feel like it was great until the ending, and then the ending kind of was just like, and it's over. They kind of. Oh, okay. There we go. We're back. Discord froze on me. Um, yeah, just kind of like it's like, what is even what why'd you skip that? Like they skipped like it feels like there's a missing scene or missing couple scenes.
Like it doesn't resolve. It's just like, and we're done. All right.
Yeah, it's like, and then some, and then some, it's like something happens, but you don't see, like, it just skips like two scenes, and then yeah, which was, I'm like, ugh.
It might have there might be a director's cut or something that
That'd be nice. Like, that would definitely but yeah, it's kinda weird. I don't wanna spoil anything, but yeah, the ending was kinda could have been handled better, I feel like. And this is Edgar Wright directing The Running Man, and, uh, who's the actor? Um, Glenn Powell,
Glenn
which
Powell.
I feel like is a name I've just recently seen. Like, I feel like before previews for The Running Man, I had never heard of Glenn Powell.
Oh, I've definitely seen him in a number of things.
Yeah,
Like
I didn't
he
see
was
Top Gun
in
Maverick.
he was in Maverick. He was in Twisters.
I never saw Twisters. Uh,
Have you seen the original?
a long time ago.
Then hey, you've seen the other one. Only
Have I
the
seen
new
have I
the
seen have I seen the
the
original Twister movie? I live in Oklahoma. I've lived the original. I've lived.
you
No.
live the Twister movie. Uh, only the new one has a fire tornado. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm looking at his IMDb, and there.
Uh, his first thing is Spy Kids 3.
He was traitor number one in The Dark Knight Rises. Uh, oh, I guess he was in Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
I don't remember him. I mean, he kind of just looks like generic white guy, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean that
Yeah.
I from, from the two movies that I've seen him in, yep, that's what he is.
He was good in The Running Man. I'll say that. I definitely liked him in it. Um, yeah, and it definitely was an Edgar Wright movie. I'll say that. But yeah, it was good. It was enjoyable. I highly recommend. And if you're listening and you've been interested in it, like, check it out. It was good. The ending. Like I said, it feels like something's missing. You know, it kind of feels like they were getting towards the ending, and they were like, "How are we going to end this movie? You know, how are we going to wrap this up? Okay, let's just skip ahead to this." And I mean, I guess some people could say it's a style choice or whatever, but I don't know. It felt kind of weird. Like I said, it felt like there was a scene or two missing that between, like, what one of the climax scenes and then, like, the actual last scene.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, like I said, another Stephen King adaptation. They're everywhere.
They are.
It's at the point where I'm like, how many Stephen King adaptations have I seen that I just don't even know where it's Stephen King adaptations? Like, because
Probably a couple.
like I told you, this was my second watch. I was rewatching Haven, and that's when I found out it was just, I had watched it years ago and had no clue. You know, I just happened to just pay attention to the opening credits, and I saw that little line. But but yeah. What's something else you got?
Something else I got. I also watched a movie. This one was couple years ago. From a couple years ago. Um, I watched the movie Bloodshot with Vin Diesel. Um, generic revenge movie that I tend to watch.
This was gonna start a whole movie universe from Valiant Comics. I think it's Valiant.
I wouldn't from that movie at all.
Well, I mean, it was until the movie came out and it didn't perform well.
And people saw the movie and like,
Yeah.
oh, nope, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Valiant Comics.
It was okay. Basically the whole premise is Vin Diesel is army soldier guy who disregards orders to save people. Then he comes back home and the bad guys are mad, and so they kill his wife and shoot him in the head. But oh, here comes what name? Insert name here. Why can't I think of his name? Why can't I think of his name? He's like the only other named, like, well-known person in this movie.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were meaning like example of
Guy Pearce.
Oh, Guy Pearce is in this?
Yeah.
I had no clue Guy Pearce was in Bloodshot. Wow. The only thing I knew was Vin Diesel was in it, and it was the Valiant comic.
And he's probably the only person you've seen you've seen him in. Although there's one that I've kind of seen in other things. Anyway, Guy Pearce has this company that can rebuild you and make you stronger. You know, he's got his own like rehabilitated soldiers that have, you know, leg replacements and arm replacements. He's got a prosthetic arm, and he injected Vin Diesel with nanobots that can heal him and make him stronger.
Let me guess. He goes and gets revenge on his.
And then he goes and gets revenge. Then the slight twist, they shut him off, rejigger his memories to go, okay, this is our next target, reset, and the act plays again. Only this time, the bad guy who killed his wife is a whole new face.
Interesting. Okay.
So they basically use his no-nonsense disregard for orders, you know, human army, one-man army, you know, motif to point him in directions of targets.
Did he actually ever have a wife, or is it turned out that was fake? And
no, but she's still alive, though. And they got a divorce.
Of course she's still alive. Yeah.
Yeah, she's still alive. They had a divorce. She lives happily in the UK, has no idea what's going on.
Okay. So basically, yeah, okay.
So how they got him? No clue. How he actually died? No clue.
Yeah. I know the Valiant comics are like they're their own universe, you know, with characters that interact with each other and stuff like that, and that's why they were trying to do this was gonna start their own MCU type thing, you know, if it did successful, you know, but Vin Diesel couldn't save it.
It was very generic. That was kind of the thing. Like it was a revenge movie, but the slight twist is the revenge was them pointing, you know, basically it was Guy Pearce pointing at, you know, people that he used to work with that left the company, to like keep them quiet from secrets, from company secrets. I wish a little
Oh,
bit
it has
more.
Eliza Gonzalez in it. I have seen her in things. Um,
I don't think I have. I think this is the first time. This is the first thing I'd seen her in.
oh, and
Oh, she was
that's the
she was in
dude,
Baby Driver. Oh yeah,
and it's
okay.
they've got one of the dudes from New Girl. I've never seen New Girl. I've never really watched New Girl, but I recognize the dude from it. Lamorne Morris, I think that's him. Is
Yeah,
that him?
that was the other one. Like I think I've seen him in other things, but
Yeah, he was in New Girl. And yeah, that's all.
like I
The fact that it
wish
was PG-13 from what you're saying is probably another reason why
I didn't realize it was PG-13. Um, it didn't need to be R, so it's fine.
Oh, really? Okay. You'd think something called Bloodshot would have to be violent, but
Well, his nanobots overheat and he becomes kind of a gray red and his eyes glow bloodshot. Um, and like his limbs can be blown off, and then nanobots pulls them back together, like he's indestructible, kind of. Um,
yeah.
but I
From
wish
what
they
I've
would have
heard,
spent
it's kind of a
more
Weapon
time.
X ripoff.
Kinda.
Bloodshot kind of, yeah.
Only has nothing to do with any military, or it's just a guy with the vendetta against his former co-workers.
Yeah. But he's experimented on, right? Or
Yeah, I
oh,
mean,
you mean the yeah.
I mean, I wish it would have went more into like the actual like why these people left the company and their issues with Guy Pierce and like what happened. Like and like there's like five guys that Vin Diesel kills. You only see two, and the other three already have the X marked over them. So like it's already it happened before the movie started.
Yeah, it's interesting you say like if you wish there was these things cuz like it's not even 2 hours. It's an hour and 49. So
Yeah, I
like
mean it could have had
they
more
definitely could have
story.
added scenes. Yeah.
There could have been more like reasoning on why characters are doing what they're doing. And like I said, there could have been also a scene on how they actually got, Vin Diesel's body and like what actually happened to him. Because all we see is like the fake memories that they implanted. I have no
Yeah.
idea what actually
But
happened.
maybe that's like a Wolverine Weapon X thing where it's like it's a big plot line in the comics that wouldn't, because like I said, they were planning on a whole universe, so I'm sure they were planning on multiple Bloodshot movies,
Possibly.
where they might have explained it later on, type of thing. But yeah, it just didn't pan out. Mostly,
I
but
don't.
it didn't help that it came out in 2020.
Yeah. Um. I don't.
March of 2020. Yikes. That was
Oh
that was
yeah,
like
that was. I didn't. Yeah, that was the worst time to put out a movie.
that was when it hit. Yeah.
Unless you
I
put it
think I remember
straight
that.
to
Yeah.
streaming.
I do think I remember that. Yeah, this came out like I think either the week or a week before. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate for them. Cuz maybe it would have done better if, cuz this was still when people were superhero crazy. or comic book crazy. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Um,
unfortunate.
it's a pretty good action movie. You know, the action scenes are pretty darn good. I will say that. Um, looking at the summary of user reviews on IMDb from an AI, story's thin. Yeah, that's my issue with it too. Thin story.
Hmm. And the fact that like it's not even a long movie makes it is the head scratcher there because it's like you could have easily added scenes to some of the scenes you
Yeah,
wanted. You know,
flesh some of that out. Like, yay, Vin Diesel gets the girl and they drive off into the sunset. And because that's actually a scene in the movie.
wow. Yeah, and it's also really hard to like do. It's also hard when you have an actor like Vin Diesel, and because he's one of those where he has things in his contract where like I can't have, I have to have more punch, just like The Rock, like I have to have, if they punch me, I have to have just as many punches or kicks or worth two all that weird stuff
I mean,
where it's
they
like
got
basically
Vin,
action divas.
they
The
got
Rock and Vin Diesel are.
Vin Diesel to do the thing he does best, and that is walk slowly, menacing as bullets hit him, and he does nothing. Vin Diesel does that really well. You know, like the
Yeah,
poster shows, he does that really well. He's good at that.
they're gonna make another Triple X movie. What?
I
Triple X 4. I'm looking at
okay.
his like upcoming. There's Fast X Part 2, and then there's an untitled Fast and Furious film. And then another Riddick, apparently.
I'm down for that.
He really hasn't done much, like, in the past few years. Yeah. Yeah, since Bloodshot, he's only done the Fast and Furious. And he did the I guess 2 episodes of Arc the animated series and
Didn't know that was a thing. I just thought that was a trailer.
oh wait, no, that's producer. I'm under why is producer his first thing on IMDb? Why? No, that shouldn't be default. IMDb, why are you I don't give a shit about his producing stuff, acting. Um there we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, still not a whole lot since then. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Basically Groot and
yeah, and
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious and Arc.
Yeah, and the Arc, yeah. Last thing he did was 2023. That came out was 2023. So yeah. What's he been doing?
He doesn't have
He's
to
too
do
busy
much.
playing. He's too busy playing D&D.
Like, to be honest, he doesn't have to. He doesn't need to do anything.
That's true, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna watch this or not.
It's okay.
I might I might just skip it.
If you want some like superhero slop, this is okay.
Um,
What do you got though?
my next thing, I talked about that I watched The Help because I had watched another Emma Stone movie. I watched Begonia.
Go.
This movie it stars Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons and Jesse Plemons and someone else. I don't know who the actor is, but they're like conspiracy obsessed, you know, type, and they end up kidnapping a CEO because they think she's an alien,
Okay.
and it's Emma Stone, and it kind of gave me the feel of um Cloverfield Lane. Did you ever see Cloverfield Lane?
Yeah.
The one where John Goodman kidnaps them and
It, and you're like, is this really a Cloverfield movie? Until like the very end.
no, yeah, yeah. But I mean, it was good. It was a
It
good
was good.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has that same feel until the end. I'll just say that. The end was like, what?
Oh, she actually is an alien. Okay.
It gets weirder than that. I'm not gonna say if that's true or not, but it gets very weird and very bizarre. And I'm like, well, I liked the movie up until the ending. I'll just say that.
Okay.
This and Running Man, I really liked the movie until the ending. Like,
Okay.
and I watched these back to back. Weirdly enough, I'm like, can I not watch? Can I not get a movie with a good ending? Like, but yeah, like it gets crazy. Like they're like it shows them prepping before they like kidnap her, and th're like, oh, she's gonna try to seduce you, so we need to chemically castrate ourselves in order to, and it's just like they do some weird stuff like getting prepared, and it's very like it's very bizarre, Stuart. But like most of it was really good. I enjoyed it for the most part. You know, Emma Stone's great. Jesse Plemons he's a pretty good actor too. I haven't seen him in much. I know he's been in a lot of things recently, but I mostly know him from Breaking Bad. You still haven't never seen Breaking Bad, have you?
I haven't seen the end.
Okay. He's Todd in Breaking Bad. I don't know if you've.
I don't remember Todd.
Yeah. He was a kind of despicable character. It turned out to be, if I remember correctly. But yeah.
I
Um,
don't think I've seen anything he's in
I've
other
seen his name
than
in
Breaking Bad apparently.
yeah, I haven't seen him in stuff, but I've seen him, you know, from stuff. And I think he's married to, uh, uh, who was Mary Jane in the original movies? Kirsten Dunst. I think he's
Kirsten
married to
Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, I
Yes.
believe. Yeah. Yeah, I've only ever seen him in like random press interview, social media stuff, and from on TikTok, those type of stuff. But yeah, besides Breaking Bad, I don't think I've seen him in anything besides this.
Nope.
but he was good. He definitely he his I've met people like the character he played.
Okay.
You know, not necessarily the conspiracies, but like the way he portrayed like the mannerisms, like you know, where you weren't you kind of knew you, or at least as an audience member, you know the stuff he was saying to like his, I think it's his cousin. You know the stuff he was saying was like kind of BS, but he was definitely saying it like to his cousin to try to impress him. Type, you know, one of those people, you know, where they'll just make up stuff to other people to try to like appear to be smart.
Okay, yeah.
When you clearly know, like, no, that's not, you know, but yeah, it was pretty good. Like I said, most of the movie was gave me that Cloverfield Lane vibe, which I loved Cloverfield Lane. I thought that was that I think that's one of John Goodman's most underrated performances. You know, I don't think people talk about that enough.
I will say the guy who plays his cousin, just looking at like images and stills, dude looks like the meme of JD Vance. That meme image,
Yeah.
that's what he looks like.
Wait, Alicia Silverstone was in this movie? When? I don't remember her in this. I mean, it doesn't really. If so, she was only in it for like one quick scene because like they don't really focus too. They mostly focus on him, his cousin, and Emma Stone's character. And then like there's a police officer who like I guess is like the fourth main role. You know, as far as like time goes. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre and weird. You know, but I and it's definitely going to be one of these like Oscar season type movies, you know. I can definitely can tell, I can feel, I can
Kind
definitely
of
can
looks like it.
see this, you know. But yeah, that ending was disappointing. I'll say that. Just because it was weird and just like, what even is this ending type of thing? But yeah. Um, you got anything else?
Kind of. Um, a couple days ago, I texted you that I had a nightmare about Five Nights at Freddy's, which was why I was like, why? Why? I've never played the games. I've never seen the movie. I've never like the only thing Five Nights at Freddy's I've really done was I edited your video that you did on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I was about to say.
That was it. But for some reason, I had a Five Nights at Freddy's nightmare. And it just kind of like I could not get that out of my head. So I was like, I know there's some strange lore for Five Nights at Freddy's. So
Oh
I've been
yeah.
watching a bunch of YouTube videos on the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh,
Like I've been
okay.
watching like Matt, like the all like the Matt the Matt Pat videos.
I thought you were gonna say you watched the movie, but no.
That may come because I keep watching them. Um,
I heard the second one's not that great.
but I didn't. The second one was out. I thought it was coming out.
I think it's out. I think it did come out. Did it not?
Oh, it came out last
It
last
says
year.
2020. Yeah. I think it was in December. Yeah. I want
Oh,
to
then it was
say.
recent. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty recent. But yeah, so you've dived deep into the lore.
Yeah, I have no interest in the games whatsoever. Just because I know I'll be bad at them, and like what I want out of it, I'm getting from these videos.
Yeah,
Um,
I get that.
and like even playing the games, I would not have gotten what. And I'm just specifically watching Matt Pat stuff. Um, like what Matt Pat is getting out of this, I would have never have gotten at all just from playing the games.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely a God, how many games are there? There's a lot, aren't there?
I looked it up, and Google is wrong. I can tell you right now, Google is wrong, because when you look up how many FNAF games there are, it says there's over 20. No, there's not. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11.
Okay, are they counting maybe like I don't know, mobile versions?
I know the VR contains Five Nights at Freddy's 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Maybe it is like their count. I don't know.
so I don't know what it's like, how they're getting 20. And I see where it's pulling that from. It's pulling from the Five Nights at Freddy's wiki, where it says there's 28. I'm like, you
Maybe
lie.
it's counting. Maybe it's counting spin-off games. Because yeah, I'm looking at
It
the wiki
is.
and there's spin-off games. Yeah.
It is, but there's not that many. And from what I understand,
Uh,
these are in other games. Like FNAF World, I think, contains all of these games. I would count that as one game, damn it. Not separate games.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. If they came out individually, though, at one point, maybe. I
I
don't know.
don't
But
think they did.
there's way more than there needs to be, I feel like.
Correct. Like, and like
There's
the
a kart
story
racing game?
is
What?
the
There's a
story
kart
itself is
racing.
like fascinating. Like I will say that it's fascinating. Um,
No, I don't know too much, but yeah, I know a little bit here and there.
and I will say, if I ever do end up picking up the new Steam VR at some point, I might pick up the VR game, and I might do a video of me playing it in
Ooh,
VR with a heart rate monitor. But
that would
but
be
that's
fun.
good. The Steam VR has to come out first. So
Yeah. God, and who knows that
apparently the GameCube is coming out early this year. So
Yeah, but like, what's the price gonna be for these things with the way RAM is? Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
because yeah, the new Steam machine, whatever it's, didn't they say it's only gonna have like 8 gigs of VRAM because of the? I think I saw that because of the shortage.
I'd believe it.
It's ridiculous the way the RAM shortage is.
It's
Like
stupid. That's what it is. It's stupid.
I'm just like, thank God you and me upgraded our PCs right before this shit happened. Like,
Yeah, really. Like, holy shit, did I pick a good time to upgrade?
yeah, right. I am so happy.
Yeah, eight. I'm looking at the specs for it. Eight gigs of VRAM, 16 DDR5.
Yeah, which is like kind of all right, like
Yeah,
for your
six six
base, but
six
like
sixteen's
in
fine.
in a year or two though, like I did see this might be good for like I saw something talking about this might be good for in the long run because it might require you know it might require game developers to optimize their
Optimized
games
games? Oh wow, shocking.
because what is it and Larian came out and said that they're definitely gonna they're gonna make sure their next game is optimized in order to help with this, you know.
Good, because I'm looking forward to that game. I'm a fan of the last one, so I'm looking forward to um
Yup, I have a lot of
uh
time in the last one.
oh, I was talking about the last one in the series.
Oh, in the
Um
Divinity,
in Division Original Sin, yeah.
yeah,
Because that's actually what got me into like, oh, Larian is actually a really good studio that I will follow.
yeah, yeah. It makes sense that they would be the ones to do that, but hopefully others will as well. Like, because a lot of people can't afford to upgrade, or if they're gonna build a new gaming PC, they probably can't afford or can't get as high of specs as they want.
Yeah,
Necessarily.
it's not only that like you know that RAM is getting more expensive, but like you got Nvidia saying that they're going to slow down production of graphics cards
Well, you
so they
got
can put more into AI shit,
well,
into like
was it
AI centers. Like, fuck
I saw a
you,
video.
Nvidia.
I think it was a Linus video where they were talking about how like one of the main uh one of the main RAM distributors, like they've just stopped selling to consumers altogether. And then another is completely this was in December too. But another one is completely sold out of their 2026 stock, which
It's
means
it's terrible.
even if RAM prices were to go down, those people who those companies who ordered the RAM already, pre-ordered all that stuff, they're locked in at those prices, so that's not gonna make it go down. So yeah, we're in the RAM the RAM prices are gonna be high for a while. You know, it's unfortunate for a lot, but like I said,
Unfortunately,
luckily
I
we.
think this is going to force streaming.
Oh yeah, you think so?
I think this is going to force streaming. I think AI is going to back it.
Or maybe more, or maybe people are. You think this might persuade like console gaming, like people who normally PC game to go to back to console?
I mean, not if consoles are insanely expensive too.
Yeah, I mean the consoles they're locked at like,
The
they
ones
don't have
now,
that much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
the ones now, but like when it gets real bad in a couple years and like the new consoles come out, like who
oh
knows?
yeah, I think in a few years I think it'll settle down in a few years for sure. I just think like
I,
2026 through some of 2027 is dead. You know, probably halfway into 2027 is when prices might start to go down.
it's going to happen when one of these companies are shamed enough by by the public to reverse course. Like that's the only thing that's going to happen. If not, it will never come down, and we will never. And like buying RAM and graphics cards are going to be a thing of the past because they're going to stop selling to us.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen graphics cards just get outrageous in prices. Like, remember when the top tier of the line was like $600, $700, and now
Yeah.
it's like 1,200 for like,
Mid tier?
yeah.
Mid to low on the lower of mid? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I remember when like the GTX Titan, which was the end all be all of graphics card, was $1,000, and that was insane.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, and it's like the before they did the 90s when it was the 80s, those were like
Yeah,
700.
exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. Boy, that was a tangent, wasn't it?
Five Nights at Freddy's. That's what we're talking about.
We just couldn't record until we couldn't have a podcast without a good old tangent.
That's what we're
That
told.
goes vastly out of the original topic. It's a few leapfrogs there, but
Um,
but yeah,
yeah, that's kind of what I've been all. That's mainly what I've been doing this past week is just been watching FNAF shit.
nice.
I
I
will
got
not, even though like I'm super into reading right now, not gonna read the books. I'm not gonna read the books.
I
That's something I'm not gonna do.
I guess yeah, that makes sense. There are books.
There's like 6 of them.
You know what's insane is there's books. There's multiple books of that I guess explain more and stuff. But something like Destiny still doesn't have a book. When they were Bungie who did Halo and they had books, like
Yeah.
it's crazy. The only books I guess are the books from like that sum up the game and the games and the lore around the games, but no like you don't get like nothing like the was it the fall of whatever. What was that book? The first Halo
Fall
book?
Fall of Reach.
Fall of Reach. Yeah. Nothing like that. They've still never done anything like that, which is like insane. Because
I
back when I was into
had some of those
Destiny,
books. I have no idea where they are. I've not seen them in years.
yeah, back when I was into Destiny, would have loved to have books that explained more story of that universe. Because I mean, the story is good. The little bit we got.
Before they take it
If you
away.
can't give it to us in game, at least give it to us in a book, Like but anyways.
But no, no, no. Oh no, here's the thing. They have to go to their website to read though.
Yeah. They just relied on YouTubers to find
Yeah.
all the little bits and make lore videos, which there are some really good ones out there. But anyways, don't play Destiny, people.
No, because you'll have no idea what's going on because they don't. There is because the new player integration doesn't exist.
I don't even know. I haven't even played in like 2 or 3 years. I think I'm coming up on the third year since I've played. Yeah, crazy.
When I tried to jump into Destiny 2, this was God 6 years ago, however long.
Yeah,
Like, we're gonna jump you into the current story. Wait, no, hold on. Why are there bad guys in the home base? What happened? How? Why are these guys here? Hello? You gonna tell me? No? Fuck you. I'm out.
yeah.
oh, you snooze, you lose. You weren't here. You weren't here for it. So, and we took all story away.
Yeah, we took all the first 3 years of content away, and you can't ever play that again. Like what? Huh? It's dumb. Anyways, that's Sony's problem. And from what I hear, Sony's just been tearing them down and just basically they're gonna ultimately just incorporate them into Sony, and Bungie will ultimately probably be no more, you know.
Yeah, and it's
But
their own damn
anyways,
fault.
yeah. My last thing is another movie called Merv.
Isn't that a company? Isn't that the
I don't
production
know.
company?
I don't know. But the movie stars Charlie Cox and Zoe Deschanel,
Okay.
where they are a couple who have split up, and they co-parent a dog named Merv. And they find they both really love Merv, and they notice um Merv's kind of depressed because he's having his time split up between them, and when he originally was with both of them, it's one of those type of it's kind of a romance movie, and but it's like you know they start at where were split up, and them caring about Merv ultimately kind of brings them back together, you know. It's an Amazon Prime movie. It's pretty good, you know.
Okay.
Zoe Deschanel is a lot toned down from what she normally is.
Okay. Interesting. She's not say Zoe Do Channeling it up.
Yeah, she's a bit toned down from what she was, or for what she normally is. Which, for the most part, I can't really stand her. Like when she's turned up to, you know, 11, being Zoe Deschanel.
Uh huh.
I was talking about like that one dude from New Girl, I've never seen New Girl, just because like from the clips and stuff I've seen of New Girl, I'm like, this seems obnoxious. Like,
Yep.
I mean, there's a point where like the character of Zoe Deschanel is like basically there. Comedians have done impressions of her typical, you know, type of character she normally plays. But it's a pretty good movie. I liked it. Charlie Cox is great in it. She's Zoe Deschanel's good in it. And it's about a dog. If you love, and it's a happy movie about a dog, or it ends up being happy. And that's what drew me in, was like, oh, it's a dog movie, a happy dog movie. I was like, oh, and it's got Charlie Cox, sure, because I think I've only ever seen him as Daredevil. Like, to be honest, I'm not sure what else I've seen him do. Um,
Okay. The
uh,
production company I was thinking of was Marv, not Merv. Marv.
gotcha. Um,
They did the Kingsman stuff and like Kick Ass.
I don't
So
think I don't think I've seen him do anything but play Matt Murdock in this and this movie.
I feel like I
He
have.
was in 23 episodes of Boardwalk Empire. I never saw that. That's a show I've been meaning to see. Um, uh, uh,
Maybe I haven't.
right?
No, I haven't. He was in an episode of Downton Abbey. Don't remember that.
I never saw Downton Abbey.
It's been a while for
You've
me.
seen Downton Abbey?
Yeah, it's been a
Oh,
while.
yeah. I don't. I haven't seen any. Yeah, that's weird. I like him, but I guess, yeah. I've only ever seen him play Matt Murdock until now, but he was good in this for sure. He, like I said, it's an Amazon Prime movie, and it's not too long. It's like a rom-com, so it's like hour 45. Yeah, definitely, definitely worth checking out if you're looking for something to watch and you got Prime. That's it for me.
Okay.
The rest is just rewatches of old shows, not worth talking about. With that, be sure to follow us on social media. Um, Stuart's Casual Terror on Blue Sky. We'll Play Games on Blue Sky,
I
and
still need
at
to
We'll Play
change
Games
yours. I always
underscore
forget.
on on Twitter. I'm still on there, but I don't know. Just because, like, I'm still on Twitter or X. Screw that. I'm still calling it Twitter.
It's Twitter.
Um, just because, like, not everyone's transferred over, and a lot of like media, like NBA and other stuff that I follow, are still on there. So, which, I mean, I don't really go on much. I really TikTok's my main, actually, my main social media I use to follow for news and stuff like that. To be
Same.
honest, but
Same.
um, and also be sure to follow Stuart Twitch, twitch.tv/casual terror. And if you want to, you can follow me, twitch.tv/we'll play games. I'm gonna try to start streaming like that. I guess that might be my New Year's resolution, is to get back into streaming. You know,
When was the last time you streamed?
I don't remember. It's been a while, a long while. But Stuart, he not only streams our when we record the podcast, but he also streams our D&D sessions. And this last one was a pretty good one. You know, Stuart put our other player in his place. uh, and
Well,
you did give him, he did get XP, right?
yes, he did.
Because okay, I'll have to, because I told him that, but he didn't put it because he thought he didn't get it. Because
No, he did.
yeah, I told him you had said that, but he was like, oh, okay. He's like, remind me, I have to add that. And I'm like, okay, well. But yeah, it was funny. Our other player was just like not waiting for you, just going, and and then all of a
Well,
sudden,
he left to go to the bathroom, and then you and I got talking about something, and I like totally like went to a different tab, and like he came back, didn't say anything. I came back, and you guys are both off in another room. I'm like, holy shit. Um, okay. It's like, and I know it was him that started moving first.
yeah. And you said something, and then he continued later on doing it, and then
Uh huh.
it's just funny because I was looking at my character, and all of a sudden I hear a door lock, and I'm like, wait, what?
It
And I look, and he's
was
locked.
just
And
it was like, oh, he's doing their own. Let's lock that and let's start this fight.
yeah, I was just in my character sheet looking at something, and then all of a sudden I hear the lock noise, and I look over, and it's like, oh, he's locked in that room. I'm like, oh, that's good. That, we have some fun moments. So definitely come check it out. Um, and I guess with that, we will catch you next time.
And remember, no animals are hearkening this podcast.
You know what's weird, Stuart?
What's that?
None of us talked about an anime.
I haven't watched an anime in forever.
I haven't either. I'm like, I'm like looking up Crunchyroll to see like, is the season wrapped? Is like, what are the animes at? You know, what episodes are they at? Because maybe.
I just went on your Twitch to see like when was last time you streamed. It was a 19-second Destiny 2. Oh no, that's a highlight. Um okay, it doesn't have your old videos, just highlights.
Yeah, because they delete
They
them after like 30 days. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Say when you last streamed though.
I've gotten close. It's just like I gotta set things up, and I've gotta figure out um, oh, did that finish up? Let's see. Oh, that did finish up. Okay. May I ask for one final thing? That's out,
Okay.
all dubbed. So I've been wanting to watch that after you described it. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to get back on and finish that.
that one sounded really fun. Did the new sea? Did the is the winter season? Is the winter
It just should be on right.
actually started?
It should have started by now.
Okay, so the
Like
fall
we might
stuff
have
is all
like
wrapped
one
up.
like an episode or two of the new stuff.
Okay, so all the fall stuff is wrapped up. Okay. I don't even remember what all the fall animes were, to be honest. Yeah, go touch grass. That's a category they have. One of their categories. Oh, did you see the news about reincarnated as a slime? It's a couple. I think it's a couple weeks old, but
I don't think so.
it's gonna have like, what is it like? I forget what they're called. Like five
Oh yes,
something
yes, I
five.
did.
Yeah,
I did hear that.
yeah.
Course
So it's
or
gonna have like, yeah,
it's gonna be
something.
a long running anime.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot, a lot more coming. I saw that and I'm like, Jesus! Oh, they're committed a lot to that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm like, Stuart's happy about this.
Yep.
I need to get caught up on that.
Now they just need to do that with solo leveling, and they can just end it right there. And you don't need 5. You can take. I think you can do it in 3. and end it in 3.
If you make the third one longer, what do you mean? With soul leveling,
Oh, like
end in
like
3.
three more seasons, basically.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You can
yeah,
tell the whole story in 5 total.
yeah. But I mean, we're not going to get the next season till next year,
Yeah.
so which is still like way shorter than some animes. Like I'm browsing and I'm like, oh look, Black Clover. How long ago was the last? I know that's supposed to come out this year. That's supposed to start up again this year, but like, man, that's been years since the last Black Clover episodes. Uh,
The Invisible Man and his soon to be wife. His wife looks like she's 12.
okay, so most popular has not changed since I last
Ever?
watched anime. So yeah, so
I don't
none
know
of
if
the
it's
new animes are are under most popular. I think the newest one under most popular is uh either no, I think yeah, Campfire Cookie in Another World with my absurd skill. I think that's probably the newest one because that came out after my Dress Up Darling. So I just need to go to my anime list and see what animes were last season's.
you can look at it on Crunchyroll.
Oh, can you? Did
Yeah.
they show the?
If you go to simulcast,
Oh,
you can choose fall.
oh, okay. What's this year or what's this? What's winter? Do I
Jujutsu
recognize any?
Kaisen as a new season,
I am so behind on that.
which
Uh,
I need to watch season 2.
I don't think I technically finished season 1. Honestly, I
I
like it
don't
though. I think
remember season
yeah.
1.
See, that's the thing. I think I watched half of it and then fell off, and then I rewatched half of it again, and then because I didn't remember, and I think I just got distracted by other stuff.
It says I've watched it, but that also might have been when before Crunchyroll had profiles.
Ah,
So it could have been my sister because I know my sister really liked Jujutsu
yeah.
Kaisen.
The daily life of a part-time torturer. That definitely sounds like an anime name.
Yep.
The full name of this one. Um, uh, Roll over and die. I will fight for an ordinary life with my love and cursed sword. good to see these names haven't gotten any shorter.
No.
If anything, they're getting longer. Which is like, how is that possible?
Isekai office worker and the other world's books depend on the bean counter.
I was just looking at that. Yeah. What? Oh, there's more Hell's Paradise. That was a weird one. That's one I didn't fully watch all of. Hell's Paradise. That was a very weird one. Well, I watched most of the first season, it says. Huh. Hmm. I, I stopped watching it. Hold on. An adventurer's daily grind at age 29. I mean, I'm glad they're starting to make animes where the protagonists are older, but
Yeah.
God, that still seems so young compared to us now.
I know. I was like,
Uh,
that's still baby.
we're we're closer to 40 than 29. Oh, my. Oh, I hate myself for saying that.
I turn 40 next year, dude. I turn 40 next year.
That is crazy. But end of next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still, that's next year.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, easygoing territory defense by the optimistic lord. Production magic turns a nameless village into the strongest fortified city. That's a mouthful.
And just by looking at like the characters, it looks very generic as hell.
Yeah, yeah. Reborn as the Marquis's fourth son. Well, at least it's not like eighth or seventh, you know. No.
We've had those already.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
We've had those already. There was a cute girl in the hero's party, so I tried confessing to her. Gee, I wonder what that's about.
When's the Saga of Tanya the Evil? When's that coming out?
Never.
Isn't that supposed to like be this year?
Yeah.
Uh,
It was also supposed to be 2 years ago.
yeah. It's time for torture, princess. Yeah, I don't know about this season.
Next season, though, spring.
Oh, do they already have spring out?
On my anime list.
Oh.
Reincarnated Slime season 4. Ascended as a bookworm.
Yay!
Welcome to Demon School, Irmakun.
Yay!
Uh,
Oh,
Doctor
ReZero.
Stone. Like there's a row.
That's
That's just yours.
The Doctor Stone is like that feels like the season that never ends because they're technically on their they've been on their final season for like I think they're trying to do their Attack on Titan impression, you know? Like,
The last two episodes will be a movie.
okay, yeah, so that's gonna be yeah, that's the third part of Doctor Stone. Yeah. Science future. Yeah.
Saga of Time the Evil 2 is in the later category. It has been in the later category for the last 6 years,
It
maybe more.
shouldn't. Oh, is that not in spring? Oh, I'm like, I know there's gonna be a season 2 of Sasuke and Peeps. That anime where the dude, uh, I think it's a businessman discovers magic and his like, because he gets a bird who used to be a wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a really good one. You had sounded interested when I was describing it, like
Yeah, I remember that now. I remember it
originally.
now.
Yeah, I don't see
A
that in
certain scientific
spring.
railgun season 4. Oh my god.
Wow, I still need to get
Oh
caught up
my
on that series.
god.
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'm like, maybe I should just do a rewatch of all of it, you know?
No, yeah, absolutely.
And I'll go in like order of the, you know. But wow, that is shocking. Is that in later or is that in like
That's in
part of
later.
spring? Okay. The fact that there's more of that though is crazy.
The last railgun was Railgun T in 2020.
Yeah, I don't think I watched I don't think I ever finished the last uh Magical Index or the Railgun. I didn't even start the latest Railgun because I was behind on Magical Index. I wanted to watch that, but I never got around to it. But where's Goblin Slayer? I need more Goblin Slayer.
Oh, Sasuke and Peep season 2 is in later.
Ah, I'm scrolling because I figured that's where it was. I just haven't gotten there. Wow, there's a lot in later.
Yeah, there is. And who
Yeah, I just
knows
been
when any of these are actually coming out? Might not be
yeah, I
this
just been
year, next
scrolling.
year.
I just been scrolling, and then I happened to just look at the scroll bar, and I'm like, oh
It's
my
tiny.
god.
It's small. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law who don't bully me. Okay. Story done? Like I don't see an antagonist in that title. So apparently they don't
Oh,
bully you, so
Demon Slayer movie 2. Yeah, that's gonna be way later. I was talking to Steven about that today. I was like, oh, it's gonna be at least till next year until we get it. Uh,
oh, I
and
reached the end.
there's gonna be a new Sword Art Online movie, an original movie. Huh.
I still have yet to see Altization.
Yeah, there's two parts of Alicization, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I've seen the first part. I mean, I love how like the internet just like all of a sudden decided like, oh, Sword Art Online is gonna be the Nickelback for anime. We're just
Yeah,
gonna all like like okay. It's always been what it is, like, but like it just felt like the internet just decided, no, we're it's cool to hate it, you know.
pretty
I mean, it
much.
hasn't changed. It hasn't changed from what it was. Like, it's you know.
Seen a lot of Chinese stuff, and I see also a lot of AI,
Yeah,
or
I was
what I'm
noticing
assuming is
that.
AI.
I noticed a lot of the Chinese stuff.
Oh, it's gonna be an Innocent Shadow movie.
Yeah, I might watch that one this weekend. The what is it? If I can only ask for, or no, may I ask for one final thing? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm never gonna remember that name correctly. It's just one of those, you know. Uh, did my hero actually wrap up, or
Yes.
the last episode is out? Okay.
Yes.
Man, I heard nothing about that about the end. Like,
I didn't either, actually.
yeah, I remember hearing more about when the manga ended versus the when the show ended.
True. True. All right. Well, I'm gonna go get some food.
Yep, I am gonna do the same. I will talk to you on Sunday.
All right. Hey, are you down for some Fortnite tomorrow?
I should be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I figured we play some tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, cool.
Later.
See you. And thank you all for watching. And I'll see you next time.